What's going on, everybody? It is Triple Crown 24 back today with my Spring Training 2019 Cactus League IP recap. Only the second time I've done an IP recap on the channel. So I will show off the autographs I got, and I will tell you what my thoughts are on that after I get through everything. But I do want to say to start off that the first couple minutes I want to talk about a few things about myself. So if you're just here to see the autographs, feel free to skip ahead. But I do want to talk about my last video and then as well as some of the directions that I'll be going in. I really appreciate everyone's support on my update video, and I was blown away by the response that I got. I thought I would get a bunch of dislikes and people really wouldn't care, but it turns out a lot of people did care and a lot of people did support me, which is really great. I was in a really bad place when I made that video, I would say, where I was, I was very uncertain about a lot of things, and now I can kind of, sit back on it and be like, things aren't so bad, and look forward to what's ahead. So I've got all my interviews lined up. I've got options, which is really nice as well. I've got an idea of where I'll be headed and how to move forward with it and all the things that I kind of worried about. Um, they're really not they're really not of concern anymore. I think I've in a much better state of mind, and being around spring training baseball was definitely a good therapy for for some of the woes I was feeling there. So thank you again for everyone's support. How I'm going to do this is I have three separate videos for spring training. So the first one is today's, which is the IP recap. I also have a card shop that I went to out there, and I got a lot of purchases there, way more than I should have, but I'm going to do a separate video for that. And then the third video I want your opinion on, so let me know what you think in the comments down below, but it is basically telling you about my experience. So today I'm just going to show off the autographs, but there are some stories. I'm sure you'll see this one right here, and you probably want to know how that happened. So if you want to know how it happened, I will be making a video, but I have two ways to do it. So one, I can do a live stream where I answer questions about the spring training, or I can do a pre-recorded video where I do a slideshow of the pictures that I took while I was there. I don't have really any videos. That was just something that was kind of too hard to do with one person, but I do have plenty of pictures of the stadiums and everything, and I can just kind of tell the story of my experience, or I can do it live, and then we can, talk about it a little bit more and have more discussion. So let me know what you prefer. Do you want me to do the slideshow where I do the voiceover, or do you want me to do the live version where I answer questions as we go along? So that's up to you. We'll go ahead and get into it. So I have several balls that I got, and then I have quite a few cards as well. I have about 20 to 25 autographs total, so not a whole lot, but definitely some pretty good ones in there. It was more of a quality over quantity type of thing, and I'll let you know how I thought I did at the end of the video. So we'll start off with the cards, and then we'll do the balls. So for the Texas Rangers, only one card from them, but it's a pretty good one. Nomar Mazara. You just got a message on my phone. I don't normally have my ringer on, so apologies for that. Nomar Mazara on the 2017 Topps Rookie Cup card. From the Arizona Diamondbacks, only one card from them. Taijuan Walker, signed in black on the 2019 Topps, my very first 2019 Topps card. From the San Diego Padres, the last card I managed to get signed, Hunter Renfroe. 2018 Topps. As you guys know, I love the 2018 Topps. Got quite a few of those signed. Only Cincinnati Reds card, Jose Peraza, starting shortstop for them. Carlos Rodon, getting into the Chicago White Sox now, on the 2019 Topps. Tim Anderson, 2019 Topps. I believe this is Update Series. Yep, 2018 Topps Update. Adam Engel. One of his climbing over the wall action shots that they got of him. Also from the Chicago White Sox, Yolmer Sanchez and Nicky Delmonico. 2018 Topps rookie. So a lot of 2018s with the White Sox. From the Oakland Athletics, Ramon Laureano. I believe that's how you say his name. I might be wrong on that. Rookie from 2019 Topps. On the 2019 Topps team card of the Coliseum, manager Bob Melvin. And a couple of 2018 Topps updates from the Oakland Athletics, Mark Canha. And last but not least, Dustin Fowler. So not too many cards. Definitely, you guys were there for the live stream of my sorting. A lot more time spent sorting than getting the cards signed, and I got to get these in sleeves and top loaders here a little bit. So one sec, I'm going to pause the video right quick, and I'll be right back with the balls that I picked up. So hang on one sec. Okay, so one of my PCs I don't normally talk about too much is my signed baseball PC, and I will be showing off a video of it at some point, I guess probably for like a subscriber milestone, probably like a 500 sub milestone. I'll show off my signed baseball PC. But that was really my focus for some of the bigger names, such as the guy who you saw originally on the video, was to get them on balls. Some of the autographs got smeared, some of them aren't sweet spot. I'm not complaining. Whoever I got, and I'm very excited for the guys I got because this is a pretty good lineup of players here. So, first off, from the Texas Rangers, and I have a cube for this one already, Elvis Andrus, one of my favorite signatures from the entire trip and one of my favorite signatures in baseball. I think it looks really cool. One second, I'm going to pause the video. These are, the balls are kind of all over the place in my room right now, so I am going to be making a lot of cuts here. So, bear with me while I get through this. Next up, from the Arizona Diamondbacks, their top prospect, John Duplantier. All of these are on Commissioner Manfred balls. That one didn't come out quite as well as I had hoped, but that one was on me. The pen I was using was not the best. From the Chicago White Sox, not a player, but Hall of Famer Jim Thome. Very lucky to have gotten Jim Thome. That is really cool. That was one of the last days I was there, but got him. From the Cincinnati Reds, this one got a little bit smeared, but again, you cannot complain when you get Yasiel Puig on the Manfred ball. And also from the Cincinnati Reds, a guy who I already have on a ball, but never hurts to have two, Matt Kemp. Really cool dude as well. And then from the Los Angeles Angels, two balls from them, manager Brad Ausmus, former manager of the Detroit Tigers. And last but not least, the one that we led off the video with, made the whole trip, Mike Trout. Absolutely stunning. And I am still like so geeked out about this. I was so nervous about bringing this ball back with me. I actually put it on my carry-on bag because I didn't want anything to happen to it. I love this ball. I was so stoked to get this Trout ball, and I will tell the story of it when I do the spring training story thing. So overall, how did I think I do? Or how did I think I did? I can't even talk. How did I think I did at spring training? I think I did pretty well. And I know that it's not, a bunch of, I didn't get, 200 autographs, and I didn't go out there and rack a bunch of guys. And I made plenty of mistakes along the way. There were a lot of times where I couldn't ID guys. So, for example, I missed out on Reynaldo Lopez from the White Sox because I couldn't ID him. I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to offend him by sticking out the wrong card. So I missed out on him. There were a couple of times that I missed out on Jose Abreu. It just wasn't in the right spot at the right time. Eloy Jimenez, missed out on him a couple of times. Missed out on Nick Madrigal a couple of times. Some of the better White Sox prospects. Missed out on Dane Dunning one time, another one of the really good White Sox prospects. Let's see, who else was there? Several guys who I just wasn't prepared for, or they skipped over me, and I wasn't able to get them, like Joey Votto, Scooter Gennett from the Reds. Some days I just got really unlucky. Like one day I graphed the Cleveland Indians, and not a single one of them signed. I was just fortunate enough to be able to get John Duplantier from the Arizona Diamondbacks that day. But overall, I cannot complain at all. Um, the Trout really was the one that clinched it for me. So the biggest one I got first, I got Matt Kemp, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then the next day when I got Puig, I thought that, okay, well, this has been, a really good success. And, to get a Puig ball, that really makes it worth it. And then I got Andrus after that. I'm like, okay, like one more big name, and I think I'm like pretty much solidified on this trip. And then sure enough, I got Trout, and then shortly after that, like a couple of days later, I was able to get Jim Thome as well. So, uh, Trout and Thome within 24 hours of each other is really crazy to me. And what can I say? It was a great time as well, and the experience is well worth it. Probably the best baseball trip I've ever taken in my life. I had a great time, and like I said, I got to clear my mind a little bit, and I'm back now, ready to get back into the swing of things. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know what you think of the two different options I have for talking about my trip. And I am going to be working on catching up with some videos. I do have a lot of work to do in terms of, interviews and getting prepared and getting in some job applications to get, set on my future career. But I am going to make some time as well to get caught up on a lot of videos. There's a lot of channels I'm subscribed to, so it might take me a minute. Please don't be offended if I, don't get to your video in time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Until then, have yourselves a good one.